Okay, and we are back. Welcome back to another episode of the Drop Podcast. This was oddly a hassle to get together. For some reason, I think my audio is going off, or something's going on with something, and I was not able to record using my usual stuff. But hopefully this goes well. I'm gonna have to keep one ear on the audio the whole time. Usually I'm just able to focus into this, but now I have to kind of pay attention a little bit. But it was weird. It was like, and I've been trying this for like the past 30 minutes, trying to get this audio to work. Just trying to make it hear me. Like, it wasn't like, it sounded good at first, and then it started to sound all like buzzy and echoey, like there was like multiples of me. It was really odd. So I actually had to pull out one of my older mics that I use for the Drop Podcast episodes. Or not the Drop Podcast. I had to pull out one of my older mics that I actually usually use for the How About You episodes, I mean. So it's the smaller mics that typically, like the clip-on mics, which actually work pretty well. Like, actually, I think the quality of the sound is very similar to other stuff. But it just sucks. I think I'm gonna have to get a new mic thing, because I think the aux cords are just like really weak and break pretty easy. Now the Zealsound one, that lasted me a while, but I think now I might have to see if I can get like a USB mic. I think those will be a little bit stronger, hopefully. But we'll see. But anyway, on to the usual business. Something embarrassing. So I actually I was thinking about it before, but of course, like, I can't remember now. Oh, right. Okay. So back in middle school, I had, you already know it's good because I'm talking about middle school. So anyway, back in middle school, I had this huge crush, and I've always been into girls. Like, since I was like really young, I've always liked girls. Like, I remember I had back like preschool, I was into this blonde girl. I never knew her name, and I still don't to this day. But I always called her Lemon Meringue. I always thought she was like really cute. I used to be really into blondes, and I started to like turn into I started to get more interested in brunettes as time went on. But anyway, so back to the embarrassing story though. So this girl, I'm not gonna say her name, but back in my middle school, I had the biggest crush on her, and it was, I think, 7th grade. Our trip to every year we took a trip to Arizona, and so on this trip, well, my cousin was like always really good at just like talking with females, and at that time, like, I don't know, I had a lot of insecurities and stuff like that. Just a lot of unhealthy habits. But anyway, so I had this guy, or I had my cousin text her for me. I forgot how it happened. I didn't ask him to, but it was just I think I was trying to reach out to her or something, or maybe I'd said something before I even left, and then it turned into I guess I asked him like what he thought about like what I was saying, and he was like, oh, da 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 da. And I think I actually ended up asking him to text her for me, just 'cause I was that insecure about it. Like it was not a good time. It was not a good time for me, to say the least. But I don't know. It's just kind of funny. Like I remember she was really into this show called Friends, and I really bombed. Like whenever I gave up, like completely 100% gave up, because I was texting her for a second, and I even texted her because my cousin texted her at first, or was just like giving me advice on like what to say and stuff, and so then the following day I guess I just felt bad, and I didn't want to be fake, so I went ahead and I took my shot at it, trying to take what I'd learned, because the advice that he gave me, he was like, give them something that they can respond to, and so I was just trying to do that, and I kept asking her about Friends. Like I would be like, oh well, like who's your favorite character in the Friends TV show, and she was just like really short. I can't really remember exactly what, but she was just like really short with me, not giving me a lot to deal with, and I don't know. I should have stopped. I wasn't even ahead in the first place, but I should have stopped way before I did. But anyway, so I was just asking her questions, and then she was with someone else from our school, and that person texts me, and she says, she was like, you need to stop. Molly's, oh shoot, I just said her name. Shoot. This person is getting really annoyed. And man, like it just hit me, dude. I felt terrible. It was like one of those moments where like I was just caught. Like there was no getting around it. There was no winning. There was no. I don't know. It was terrible. It was the biggest L of my life. Like those moments where like you feel like, I don't know, just 100% defeated. Like I was blushing, and I wasn't even like I was embarrassed, and I wasn't even around her. I was sitting there just 100% like oh man, it was just a terrible experience. But you know what? Guess who won in the end? It's just one of those things, like, happened in middle school. Took an L, and now I'm moved on. But now I'm moved on, and now I'm in the best relationship of my life. So all good. All happens for a reason, I think. But it's just, I don't know. It's weird how I was ever even in that place to begin with. Like now it's like I would never ever like I don't know, I don't care that much. Yeah, middle school's a tough time, and I think like everyone struggles in middle school practicing this move. Shoot, I'm practiced a lot before this. Okay, but anyway, so that's my embarrassing story. Just the fact that I had to have my cousin help me figure out figure out all this stuff. But I guess on to my was it 5? I'm gonna actually start doing 3, because I think 5 is a bit much. So I think, yeah, I'll go ahead and do 3. So I guess to begin with, one thing that I'm thankful for is, I would say, I'm just thankful for food. I don't know if I said this one of these times, but oh my gosh, food's delicious. Food is so good. I actually think I did talk about this because I think I talked about how sandwiches are my favorite food. I'm serious, dude. Sandwiches are so good. I'm very thankful for podcasts. I think podcasts changed my life. Just in the ability to kind of receive information. Like music is good to an extent, but there's a point when music is just, I mean, it's just boring after a while, and you need something new, you know. Oh my goodness. I'm getting phone calls. Okay. Alright, we'll just go on ahead to the other thing. Well, no, actually. Yeah, we'll just go on to the other thing. So, the next thing that I am thankful for is technology. Could you imagine living in the old days when you had to well, now I can't think of an example of something that they had to do. Like the old days back when like if you wanted to send a message to somebody, you would have to do it over like years. Like it would take, well, I guess not years, but like months to deliver a message by mail. And you had to pay someone to deliver that message for you. Like now we have FedEx, where you pay for the stamp and you're pretty much good to go. And I mean, text messages. Like, what am I talking about? Stamps? We have text messages. Like no one sends letters anymore anyway. But it's fascinating. It's and it's a good thing. Whoops. I always mix the buttons. That's not it. It's fascinating to think. Though I think I would say, like, if I was to live in a time period in the past, I think I would like to live in... I would want to live... I think it'd be really cool to live in, like, the 1800s. England. And I say that because I love the I love the idea of like all the trench coats. Like I've been well, I haven't been watching cuz I don't really watch TV, but I've seen this show called this show called shoot, I can't think of it. Frankenstein. And I love the whole setup of all the like all the dress, how everyone's wearing trench coats and just looks incredible. And not even to mention just the whole vibe, like running down the street and there's, I don't know, like horses in market, like there's just like a big market of food and everyone's walking down. I don't know, it's just something about that scene is just so like nostalgic. Like I would love to go back to that time period. And I would also I don't know, I think it'd be cool. Man, I'm kind of tired, not gonna lie. So, but I wanted to talk today about music. Specifically just like my history with music. So like way back, I think I grew up on, or just like listening to like my dad listened to a lot of, it would be between like wasn't so much, a little bit of classic rock, like a little like AC/DC he showed me, but he would also listen to like some of the like Al Green, some of the more like good feel type of music. Al Green, he would listen to I know he showed me the Sugar Hill Gang's song. Well, now I can't think of the name of it. What is a hip, a hop, a hippie to the hip, hip hop, and you don't stop. But I think I got really into more like electronic for a second. I tried to do the whole thing with rock, but I just couldn't. I just wasn't into. I was never into that style. Like I just didn't like the guitar. I didn't like the drums of it. And I don't know if that was an influence of the music that I was around, like trap music, because trap music tends to have like those heavy 808s and the triplets and the hi-hats kind of keep the rhythm, which is a complete fundamental opposite to classical rock music. But actually, it wasn't until I think 5th grade where I started getting into more like indie type of rock. So it'd be the kind of rock that has it'd be the kind of rock that has shoot, I did it again. Like Sweater Weather. That was one of my favorite songs for a minute. Sweater Weather. What's that song? I wear my sunglasses at night. Then I got into what's her name? She did You Make Me Fade. She did Cops. And I think like Can't Stop or something. K-Flay. And I still listen to her every once in a while. I still go back to her. But she has some really good music. And then I was always kind of very, open. Like I never had like one style, but I do remember like 8th grade I got really big into like Eminem and Tupac and Biggie Smalls, like that. You know, I think like that. I mean, that was just like my school. Like everyone in my school kind of had that phase, and you know, just the appreciation for that kind of culture. Like, everyone kind of wants to be a G, you know, in a weird way. Which I don't know why, but I think that has a lot of negative effects on us as people. Like just our strange desire that we desperately just want to be that, like the bad. Like why do we always look to be the negative thing in society? You know, it's just it's kind of strange. Dude, this is so annoying. I know there's a way this guy is supposed to fall asleep. I just can't figure it out. Let's see. But, then after that, now I'm really into, honestly, like ever since I've started making music, like I've started to explore more rap, or like trap, and some like older rap. I really like Al Green. Of course, that's kind of like my dad's influence coming back. I listen to a lot of French music now. Well, not a lot, but like I like I mean everyone likes Stromae. I like Stromae. I like Pomme, Pomme. I think it means apple in French. And Corda Pirates. I can't think of the artist's name, but he has a song called Sundance. But I guess I don't like listen to him a lot. And then there's this other band, or not this band, this more like rappy type of style. But he does what's that song? Shoot, well, I can't really think of it without pulling it up, but see what else is there though. Hold on, checking my time. Sorry. Whoops. Okay, yeah. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna cut it here. I'm a little sleepy. I know the quality of this episode might not be as good. We'll have to continue this conversation on music next time. And also that way I'll have a better idea. It's just unfortunate, you know, the way that this episode happened, just trying to start it, and then it didn't work out so well and I actually spent an hour trying to get this audio thing together. But anyway, but thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed, despite, you know, me not really like fully being here and present. But if you want to see more content, I have some on Anchor, and more obviously like more of the gameplay on YouTube. If you go through like Spotify, you can find the podcast, which is just my voice. And then there's other content that you can see if you go to my website at joshuatbryan.com. You can see my music there, a book I wrote, and I'm actually working on the next book, and I actually have a really big project coming up, but I'm not going to tell you guys about it yet because I want you guys to just see it once it comes out. And I also have a surprise for October, but that will be coming on October 1st, so look forward to that. But with that all being said, thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed what was here, and excuse me, I'm just gonna go ahead and check you guys later. See ya.